Good morning. It's Monday, July 8th, 2013. Welcome to Houston, and this is Mission Control Houston. You're looking at the International Space Station Flight Control Room, a wide shot looking over the top of the consoles of the flight controllers that work around the clock on 3 shifts supporting activities aboard the International Space Station with their focus on the U.S. operating system of the orbiting complex. The team throughout the day is being led by veteran Flight Director David Korth. He and his team have been on console since about 7 o'clock this morning. He is joined by astronaut Megan Bankin. She served on the Hubble Space Telescope final servicing mission as a mission specialist on STS-125, the flight of Atlantis. She is serving as the communication link between this team and the crew aboard the International Space Station. The ISS, or International Space Station, is currently beginning a northeasterly track on the dark side of the Earth as it approaches the northeastern coastline, skirting the coastline of New Zealand on a orbital period of about 92 minutes, meaning it circles the Earth every 92 minutes from this altitude of 250 statute miles. Approaching the next coastal crossing will be the coast of the United States in about 20 minutes, traveling about 5 miles per second. The station is housing the Expedition 36 crew, which of course is a 6-member crew aboard the complex. They are dividing and conquering aboard the station, if you will, today. The Russian segment being housed primarily by the 3 Russian crew members on board: Commander Pavel Vinogradov, Alexander Mazurkin, and Fyodor Yurchikhin. Those 3 primarily focus their attention in the Russian segment of the station. Over in the U.S. segment are Chris Cassidy, Karen Nyberg, and Luca Parmitano. Parmitano is representing the European Space Agency as a member of the Italian Space Agency aboard the station. It's his first flight. He is actually the 209th individual crew member to live aboard the International Space Station. That 6-member crew is split into 2 groups. The 34 Soyuz crew, Pavel Vinogradov, Alexander Mazurkin, and Chris Cassidy, have been aboard the station now for 102 days since their launch. They launched to the complex back on March 28th, and they plan to return home on September 11th. The other 3 crew members are considered the newest crew members, Yurchikhin, Parmitano, and Nyberg. They are in their 41st day in space and aboard the International Space Station, having launched on their 35 Soyuz spacecraft back on May 28th. They plan to be aboard the station until November 10th. Several of the crew members pretty much have been focusing their attention on preparations for a spacewalk Tuesday. The crew members have done an extensive amount of work in checking out their spacesuits and also their tools and equipment that will be used for that spacewalk that will be performed by Chris Cassidy and Luca Parmitano. Cassidy will be performing his 5th spacewalk and Parmitano his 1st. So those 2 crew members, with assistance from Karen Nyberg and Fyodor Yurchikhin, have been working with primarily focusing their attention in the U.S. airlock quest to prepare for that spacewalk, which is scheduled to begin Tuesday morning a little after 7 a.m. Central, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. In and around that activity, there is quite a number of experiment work that's going on, a lot of which can be done robotically or remotely from the ground, basically a telework type format for the experimenters on the ground to watch over experiments. The crew members do get involved quite a bit in experiment checks throughout the day and the week as they perform other duties as assigned aboard the station as well. So a busy day for the crew as they come out of the weekend and head into their Monday morning aboard the International Space Station, preparing for Tuesday's EVA or spacewalk.